Hey guys, okay, so it's the end of June. We've had a fantastic year, great term of putting some good performances in the maze, and it culminated with some fantastic demonstrations of both fitness and fight, especially from M1, also M2. Now, a number of you have asked me what you should be doing over the summer, so I tried to put together a few videos so to save you from having to read lots of documentation from me, hopefully to give you a few ideas of what you can do. So the first thing I would say is take a break from anything rowing related, rowing, erging, things like that. 3 or 4 weeks at least, maybe for the whole of July. This doesn't mean you should sit around getting fat and unfit, because if you do that, it'll be much more painful when you start training again to get on the games train. So cycling, swimming, running, hiking, playing games, football, cricket, even basketball if you have to. These videos, however, are about getting fit and strong using bodyweight training. I know some of you have holiday plans, some of you have internships and will be working. I know some of you don't have access to proper gym equipment. These videos are about what you can do with just your body weight. Having said that, of course, you will need some equipment. I recommend you get yourself one of these. This is a resistance band. I got this one from the Bodyweight Warrior website for £8. I'll put a link in the description below, but obviously you can get it from any online store. They come in different resistances, so this red one is a medium resistance, so you don't have to be massively strong, but you do need to have some strength to stretch it out. You can get lighter ones or heavier ones like the green ones we've got in the erg room. The thing about a resistance band is they're quite lightweight, they're small, you can stick them in your suitcase, for example, if you're going travelling, so you can do some training with you wherever you are. Alright, so let's get started. Let's get started on the upper body first of all. You need to do at least 4 exercises: a vertical pulling, a vertical pushing, a horizontal pulling, and a horizontal pushing movement. So let's start with the most obvious and common one, a vertical pushing movement. We're talking press-ups. So here we have Alex demonstrating. A couple of things to note here. First of all, if you have your hands wide apart and your elbows out wide, you'll be using more of your chest. If you do military press-ups, you keep your arms tucked in by your side and your elbows pointing behind you. These are more focused on the triceps, the back of the arm. You can change things up and make things easier if you raise your upper body off the ground. This puts more of your weight on your feet. Here, Alex is demonstrating how you can do press-ups using a couple of chairs. Or you can make things harder by raising your feet off the ground. This puts more of your weight on your hands. One thing to note about Alex here is that he's sagging in the middle. He needs to tense his glute muscles and his core to keep his body straight. Okay, next we have a vertical pulling exercise. Now for this one, you're going to need some equipment. Now if you have a pull-up bar near you, or you can pull up somewhere at home, that's great. The simplest thing I can suggest, however, is using a broomstick and a couple of chairs. You can make things harder by raising your feet. So we've done pulling and pushing vertically, now we need to do the same thing horizontally. Here is where your resistance band comes in. We'll start off with the horizontal pull. Simply attach your resistance band to something fixed at roughly waist height, keep your body still using your core, and draw the elbow behind you. To make it harder, step back a little to increase the initial resistance from the band. As you might have guessed, the horizontal push is simply the opposite of the horizontal pull. There are a number of variations we can do. Here, Alex is standing with his back to the railings and pushing the band away. By standing perpendicular to the railings, Alex is pushing the band across his body horizontally, or at an angle upwards. You can even work your shoulders by pushing straight up. All these are also good for your core, as you'll need to brace yourself against the force you're applying. Okay, so hopefully you have some ideas now about how to work your upper body. So how often should you train? How many sets and reps should you do? Well, first of all, how many reps and sets should you do? That depends on how many you can do. If you're starting out and have little or no upper body strength, then maybe 6 or 8 reps in a row is all you can do. You want to be doing at least 4 sets of anything between 8 and 20 reps. Your goal is to increase the total number of reps you do for each exercise across each session. How often should you train? To see real progress, you're going to need to do at least 2 upper body and 2 lower body sessions per week. You can of course combine 1 upper and 1 lower body session together in the same session, although that would be quite challenging, I think. If you do that for 8 to 10 weeks over the summer, I think you'll see some real improvements. So that's it for this video. In the next one, Alex will be demonstrating some lower body exercises. Until then, enjoy your summer. Cheers.